chapter. Can I read it?
I will so be here.
Can I read it right now?
Yeah, let's go. Go for it.
Sick. Everybody's hunkered in. Here it is, the last chapter of the best Christmas pageant ever. Win, win, win.
Becca Griffin believes in magic, and she finds it in the creative work she does. Things like building puppets for the Scarecrow Festival and Whoville on Victoria Row.
I believe in the creation of magic through community. So being a part of teams like this, like the Discover Charlottetown team and the Art in the Open team. I also do work with the River Clyde pageant. Like to be a part of those teams, they're all magic makers, right? So I feel like I'm a part of this magic making community, and that's just like what I was meant to do. And it feels so right here.
This December, she read a story for the Charlottetown Christmas Festival. Sitting on a small stage at Receiver Coffee, Griffin wore a festive red and white sweater. The brick walls of the dimly lit cafe were covered with cross-stitched artwork in frames. She ran through a quick mic check, displaying the presence and poise of an experienced actor, and then she read. The story she chose was The Best Christmas Pageant Ever by Barbara Robinson.
So basically, there are these hoodlums in town, but they're called the Herdmans. And there are how many Herdmans are there? I feel like there's 10 of them. So the Herdmans are hoodlums. The only place that the Herdmans do not go is Sunday school. All the kids in Sunday school have to do the annual Christmas pageant. And the Herdmans basically blackmail all the other children into not volunteering for the parts. So at the end of chapter 2, all of the parts have been doled out to the Herdmans.
Griffin got the idea for a story reading from an old teacher.
One of my acting teachers used to dress up as, Charles Dickens. He used to dress up as Charles Dickens and go to the St. John City Market and read A Christmas Carol, like the Scrooge stories, out loud. He used to just stand there and read it as loud as he could, like a town crier almost. And so I got the idea from that memory that I had of him doing that.
Don't worry about your wings, Mother said. The main point of dress rehearsal isn't the costume. The main point is to go right straight through it without stopping. And that's what we are going to do, just as if we were doing it for the whole congregation. I'm going to sit in the back of the church and be your audience. But it didn't work that way. The baby angels came in at the wrong place and had to go back out again, and the whole gang of shepherds didn't come in at all, for fear of Gladys.
Bailey Drummond was in the audience.
I thought it was super fun, and it's something that I never would have thought about going to in the first place, but I'm glad I went. It was amusing.
She thought Griffin suited her role.
She was hilarious. She was the perfect person for the job.
What's that?
She, just her impersonations of the characters that she was reading, she did a really fantastic job at it.
I've got the baby here, Imogene barked at the wise men. Don't touch him. I named him Jesus. No, Mother came flying up the aisle. No, Imogene, you know you're not supposed to say anything. Nobody says anything in our pageant except the angel of the Lord and the choir singing the carols. I guess Mother had to say things like that, even though everybody knew it was a big lie. The Herdmans didn't look like anything out of the Bible, more like trick or treat.
Griffin says the event was a needed morale boost during the pandemic when so much else was shut down. Drummond agrees.
It's a great idea, and good to get families out. Like, a lot of people are cooped up, and it's nice to, if you have small children, to get out to go to a little story reading or a little concert or something.
One member of the audience was not so into the story, but the multi-talented Griffin had something for everyone.
When Imogene asked me what the pageant was about, I told her it was about Jesus, but that was just a part of it. It was about a brand new baby Okay, before we finish the book, we are all going to sing Silent Night, the first verse together, okay? You don't have to sing it. Here we go. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child, holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace.
Unfortunately, this reading was the last night before the Christmas festival was canceled as a part of circuit breaker measures. Still, for those in the audience and on the stage, there was magic made on the nights they could. Logan MacLean, Holland College Journalism and Communications.